My friend wore a gold dress to my wedding, but in Estonia, that's disrespectful. So, I, 28F, got married last month in Estonia, my home country, to the love of my life. We planned a traditional Estonian wedding, modest, meaningful, and deeply rooted in family values. It wasn't some over-the-top, blinged-out party. It was a celebration of union, heritage, and respect. Everything was almost perfect. Almost. Let me introduce you to my friend Sarah, 29F, who flew in from the United States for my wedding. We met online about 4 years ago in a writing community and had been close ever since. She's American to the core, loud, bold, and always the center of attention, whether she means to be or not. She's got that personality where she walks into a room and suddenly everyone's eyes are on her, which she loves. She often jokes that she wasn't made to blend in. Okay, fair. But here's the thing, Sarah lives in a bubble. She thinks America is the beginning and end of civilization. Anytime someone brings up cultural customs or traditions from another country, she either dismisses it, laughs it off, or assumes it doesn't apply to her. Her words, not mine, culture is fluid. Everyone just needs to relax and be themselves. That's her philosophy. I had my doubts about inviting her, honestly. Not because I didn't want her there, but because I knew there'd be something. I even gently reminded her about the dress code. I sent everyone, including her, a formal message months before the wedding explaining the theme: please wear modest, pastel or neutral colors. No flashy outfits or bold cuts. It's a traditional Estonian wedding. Everyone else got the memo. Sarah. She decided to show up in a tight-fitting, metallic gold dress. Not just any dress. This thing was practically painted onto her. It clung to her like a second skin, had a deep V-neck that showed cleavage, a high slit that ran from her thigh all the way down, exposing her leg every time she walked, and to top it all off, she had sparkling high heels, loud jewelry, and her makeup was full glam like she was walking a red carpet, not attending a wedding. The moment she walked into the venue, there was this collective shift in energy. My grandmother literally whispered, "Is this a wedding or a nightclub?" My mother just stared. Even the groomsmen were side-eyeing each other. It wasn't just that she looked different, she looked like she was trying to steal the attention. Sarah smiled like she owned the place. Hugged me, said, "Girl, you look beautiful. Like a fairy tale." Then stepped back and did a twirl like she was modeling her dress. I wanted to disappear. I didn't want to cause a scene, so I smiled and just nodded. But all through the ceremony, I could feel the tension. People were distracted. I even heard a few whispers. My cousin told me later that some of the older relatives thought she was testing the bride or trying to flirt with my husband. That wasn't true, obviously, but the impression she left was so strong, it poisoned the atmosphere. The final straw. The pictures. When we were doing the group wedding photos, she insisted on standing in the middle, did these dramatic poses, and tried to get the photographer to take solo shots of her during my wedding shoot. I saw the look on the photographer's face. He was baffled but too polite to say anything. When I gently asked her to stand to the side for a few shots, she laughed and said, "Relax. You've got hundreds of photos. Let me have my little moment too." I snapped. I pulled her aside, away from the guests, and calmly told her that her outfit and behavior were extremely inappropriate and disrespectful in Estonian culture. I reminded her that we had clearly asked for modest attire. That her dress, her behavior, the photos, it was all drawing attention away from the bride and the ceremony. I was emotional, yes, but not yelling. Just deeply disappointed. She blinked at me, shocked. Then scoffed. Her exact words. Oh my God. Are you serious right now? It's just a dress. I came all the way here to support you, and you're attacking me for what I wore. This is ridiculous. Maybe your country's a little too uptight. That sentence. That one line, maybe your country's a little too uptight, lit a fuse in my chest. I told her, you don't get to come to someone's home, disrespect their customs, and act like you're the victim. That's not support. That's narcissism. She left shortly after. Said she wasn't feeling welcome. After the wedding, things got worse. She went on Instagram, posted a photo of her in the gold dress, cropped me out, and captioned it. Some people can't handle a little sparkle at their own party. Glad I still looked fire though. She even added a laughing emoji and the hashtag drama bride. I was speechless. Mutual friends saw it, and some started messaging me saying I was too sensitive. A couple of them, mostly her American friends, said, it's your big day, but you can't control how people express themselves. That I should have let it go, and not ruined the friendship over an outfit. My own family, though, is still upset. My aunt even asked me if she was drunk, because she looked like she came from a strip show. My husband is furious, especially about the Instagram post. Now I'm stuck in this weird place. I don't know if I overreacted or if I should have just smiled and let it slide to keep the peace. But something in me just couldn't stay quiet. This was our day. Our culture. Our traditions. And she treated it like it was her moment. So, Reddit. AITA for confronting my American friend over the dress she wore to my Estonian wedding. Or should I have let her express herself, even if it offended my family and violated everything we stood for that day? P.S. I still haven't responded to her Instagram story. But I really want to say something.